Okay, good news. Got the Dodge fixed. Rear end leak is not leaking anymore. I took it to the dealer on Monday. They hooked me up. They got me in and out of there in an hour, which really surprised me. It's probably the best dealer experience that I've ever had. So that's really good news. I've got, here, let me start the truck here. Let's see the mileage. I'm at 1844. I think I took it in around 14. So I put 350 miles on it probably. No leaks. They did a really good job. Cleaned the wheels, cleaned the brake caliper and all that stuff. I didn't have to ask them to. I had a really good experience there, and that's pretty rare. I really don't like other people working on my stuff, but this truck being brand hammer new, the dealer took care of it. It's not where I bought the truck. I just wanted to say that. But they did a really good job. They had a car there if I needed to go to work or what have you, which just made it for a really pleasant experience. I took it there at 8 o'clock. I think I got to work around 9:30. So, and I didn't have to leave the dealership, although they would have happily let me drive away in one of their vehicles while they worked on mine. Really nice. Kind of something new, coming from the Ford world. I know the Ford that I had some issues, and never once did they ever offer a loaner vehicle. And I think one of the services that was that I had to have done, that was warranty work, they actually brought me back out a bill. I guess they had to change the oil, which I had just changed, and I'd done that myself and documented it. They had changed the oil because they had to take something off that they had to drain the oil. Certainly I didn't want them to put that old oil back in, even though I just changed it, but I was not expecting to get charged for it. So kudos to the Ram dealer local to me. They did a really good job. So today, basically, we're going to go out with a truck. And the main thing is, I learned something new. I haven't been getting great gas mileage, and I kind of just chalked that up to, hey, it's a new truck. It's not broken in, that kind of thing. And I actually talked to the service manager there. And it's like, when do these trucks kind of start getting really good mileage? I was around 12. I had dripped down to 12, and mainly with this truck, it's not a daily driver. If I'm driving the truck, it's usually towing something. Today, I'm hauling the garbage off. I'm not towing anything, but that just happens every so often. But generally, I'm towing something. So it's really hard to gauge gas or fuel mileage, because sometimes you're loaded, sometimes you're not. I'm either towing the fifth wheel, or here lately I've been doing a siding project and hauling off, construction waste away from the property here. So, I asked him. I said, is 12 miles a gallon, average for these trucks? And he's like, no. And the first question he asked, he's like, are you running a full exhaust brake? And I'm like, yeah, it's got a button just like my other truck. I usually turn it on especially if I'm towing. And he informed me that I had a 2010 truck, and that exhaust brake was either on or off. This 2017 has the same button, but it has two settings. The first time that you click the button, and there may be other settings inside the Uconnect where I can change this, but the default, the way that I got it, tap that one time and it goes on to full exhaust brake. There's another setting called automatic exhaust brake. Now, the difference is the full exhaust brake, the exhaust brake's on all the time. Eats in your fuel mileage. The auto mode works like my old truck did. I've been using that since that day and put about 400 miles on it. And I reset the fuel mileage, and I've been doing kind of the same things. I'm seeing 15 to 18 now, so that's a pretty big improvement. And I just wanted to mention that if you've got one of these trucks, especially if you're coming from an older Dodge, who reads the instruction manual? I didn't. That turbo button, you actually press it twice. The first time that you press it, it's going to tell you in the center console that the full exhaust brake is on. If you press it again, it's going to say automatic exhaust brake on. And the difference in the display console is the exhaust brake symbol, it's either amber or yellow, which means full on, or green, and it'll illuminate a little auto symbol underneath that. So I highly recommend, I mean, probably if I'm towing loaded, I'll probably just leave the exhaust brake on for full. But if I'm just pulling the trailer empty, which usually, like the fifth wheel, if I don't have water or fuel, if I'm going to like Windrock or something like that, the trailer's not really that heavy. You know, it probably weighs in just under 10,000 pounds, even with a razor in the back. The water and the fuel, and you know, if I'm going dry camping or something like that, I have a lot more stuff in the camper. But typically, the trailer's pretty much empty other than the razor, and it's really not that heavy. Same goes for the dump trailer. You know, the dump trailer always makes a trip out, maybe loaded, but when it comes back, it's unloaded, unless I'm doing the opposite operation. You know, if I'm going to get gravel or something like that. But there's half of the trip is unloaded, so I want to make sure that I start doing that. It's going to save a lot of fuel mileage, I believe. I can already tell, you know, the gas gauge was really going down fast. It seemed there, you know, when I first got the truck, and now it's kind of like the old truck. Anyway, I'm gonna just take a ride. I'm gonna kind of let you listen to the differences of the exhaust brake. Maybe that'll help kind of explain what it's doing. And we're gonna get on the road. I'll see you in just a sec. Okay, so right now we're in auto mode. A little bit of dirt flying off the tires there. It's been really rainy. We've actually had some flooding. One of the reasons I haven't got a lot of YouTube videos out here lately is just the weather's been terrible. Today, I'm shooting inside the truck, mainly because we had really high winds, probably like sustained 20 to 30 mile an hour winds throughout the day, and it's about impossible to film anything outside or to work outside. Right now we're in auto. The exhaust brake has not turned on at all. Mainly because I'm going too low of a speed. These trucks do not exhaust brake in the lowest gears, at least if you're not in tow haul mode. I have noticed if I am in tow haul mode, maybe it goes down another gear or so. So I've just let off the gas and I'm going down the hill. I really don't want it to brake, and it's not. The difference is I'm going to go ahead and switch to full exhaust brake. Now I'm at full exhaust brake. I'm accelerating up a hill, getting ready to go down another hill, and as soon as I let off of the gas, that exhaust brake's going to turn on and start slowing me down. There it is. It's slowing me down now. Even though I really don't want to slow down, it's slowing me down, and it just cut out because of the speed that I'm going. I'm going to flip that back to auto. Okay, we're back in auto mode now, and now it's only going to turn on if I actually apply the brake. If you know, the truck thinks that I'm either accelerating when I don't want to, it will turn on also if you're on a really steep hill and the truck starts to speed up a lot. The exhaust brake will cut on, but I'm going on flat ground now, and I let off. No exhaust brake. It's just letting the truck coast. It's not wasting any energy. It's just a more efficient mode of operation, I guess. And you know, it's a little bit easier to drive if you're unloaded. Now loaded, I like, anytime I'm not mashing on the gas, I like that exhaust. I like the full exhaust brake. It just seems more controllable. You don't have to use the brake as much. You really don't even use the brake unless you're coming to a stop. And this may brake coming down this hill. It's in auto mode, and we're going down a relatively steep hill, but it may not accelerate the truck enough to actually cause it to turn on. And here we go down the hill, and it's not engaging. So basically it didn't engage till I actually mashed on the brake. As soon as I barely tipped in on the brake, it engaged. But anyway, I just wanted to go over that real quick. Like I say, I'm real happy the truck got repaired under warranty. No issues there. Had a great experience with a dealer, and they were very helpful, and I learned something new. It's probably going to save me quite a bit of money driving this truck. That's probably, you know, going from 12 to 13 miles a gallon to 15 to 18. It's a pretty big amount. You know, overall I actually end up with the best of both worlds. I've got no exhaust brake, full exhaust brake, and the auto exhaust brake. So this, you know, there's 3 modes there that the old truck, it was either on or off. Anyway, I hope you like the videos, and we'll try to get another one out pretty soon. Anyway, thanks for watching. Glad I learned something new on the new truck, and hopefully it helps some of y'all out as well. We'll see you on the next video. Please like or subscribe, and we'll see you soon.